As always, let's start off by looking. So we're at 8:26. My last stream, I was at 9:34, whatever it was. I got stacked once in my last stream. So nicely. It was kings over queens. Kind of an interesting hand, but I know there's no way I'm getting away from that. Um, just not happening. There are too many bluffs. I mean, it didn't seem like a bluffy line or bluffy anything. I was really kind of thinking, okay, well, that's it. I am definitely losing this hand. I had that sneaky feeling, but I mean, stuff happens, right? Stuff happens, as they say. So let's get back into the action or get into the action. Here we go. What's going on here? That, where's my table? There it is. There we go. We're back. We are back. We're back in Umbrella. All right, so everything should be wound up. We're gonna play some cards. It's basically it's like a home game almost. The same, almost pretty much the same cards against the same people, which is cool. It's totally fine. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? We're in the big blind and we're facing cut off. We got Queen Jack suited, and we're just gonna call this time. Oh, wait a second here. Wait, this is interesting. Okay, so we have a what was it? A cut off. 11, button 75. No, 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 no. I'm folding. I am folding that hand. Yes. Just not high up. It's getting all excited. I was getting excited. All right, so likely a raise, but you never know. I might roll something else. Who the heck knows, right? Who the heck knows? Where am I? I'm in the small blind, right? So we got that. We got a call. I think jacks are just going to be an auto raise here. hmm Andy, what does Beamer have to say? And we get the squeezy full cheesy. We get it through. All right. All righty. Pretty sure. Yeah, we got the game. Good. Excellent. Okay, so we got late night poker going on here. And as always, questions, comments, any of that kind of stuff. Happier to have any sort of a conversation. Getting quite familiar with these players now. A lot more, anyways. Playing more hands. Not like I've played thousands upon thousands of hands with them, but I've played hundreds anyway. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Just getting into these really, really great, interesting spots that I'm going, you know what? Kind of made an error there. Kind of made an error there. I should tighten up there. Maybe I should have raised there. Maybe I should like this is what poker is all about. It isn't all going all it isn't all about just immediately crushing people. You know what I mean? It's really about which would be kind of nice, but it's actually it's all about it's all about just getting better. That's it. All I want to do, just get better. Jack four, is that even a thing? Jack for a thing in the small blind. Queen seven. That's a fun hand to play. We're gonna play that. Of course we are. Of course we're gonna play Queen seven. Love. Okay, we got that. We could easily. We're gonna do. It's just gonna roll, and we roll a bet here. If they call, I mean, they're going to call with a bunch of stuff. Going to call with a 10. They're going to call with a draw, a bunch of draws here. Probably strengthens my situation here, pushes them a little bit towards a queen. So I'm just going to check this down. And he bets, depending on the size, but I just don't think, I think I'm probably, if he's going to check, what is he going to call me with? Uh, Still a value bet, right? Still a value bet. Here, let's just go block bet. See if he calls me that 8 or something. Nope. Pairs with a jack. Yeah. Yep. I was kind of thinking, you know what? What's he going to call me with? He's probably going to call me with only a better queen. So it might have made more sense just to check it down, but that was very thin. That was a very thin bet. So queen 8, I'm just going to check this. This will be in the middle of my range. Just going to check it twice. Then this is really good for me, obviously. So that with 3 broadways, him betting into me against 3 broadways, it's got to be a fold, right? I mean, with fourth pair, normally you know what, I'd consider calling that, but yeah, he just took the lead there. I mean, fourth pair against that, let's see, how pop bet. I mean, am I good 25% of the time there? Is that a bluff 25% of the time? Is the question. That is actually the question. Is that a bluff 25% of the time? I mean, we got triple Broadway. Uh, I'm thinking, even though based on his position, I mean, he's betting into me, and with Queen, King, Ace, I mean, literally, I think it's underbluffed. I think that's underbluff, so I might not even get that 25% of the time. So, might not be worthwhile. Mhm. Okay. Hopefully we get a re-raise. That would be nice, huh? Okay, so we got something really, really good here. Um, let's see here. Can I check this? I can just go 2, right? There you go. You give somebody incredible pot odds, right? And I mean, so a really cheap way to win. Sometimes they just give up, right? So what do we got here? And then with a call, Queen Jack suited. Queen Jack suited is absolutely. I mean, there we go. Let's play. Let's play. People, keep on. This guy would have a strong range. If he decides to come over the top, then I've got to fold, but I'm in position. So he 4 bets. He's got strong, right? He really has strong. This is under the gun 4 betting. So yeah, I'm gonna let that go. Totally fine, totally fine. Uh, So looking back on that, I probably should have just checked it down because I was looking at, well, what am I going to get called by? Am I going to get called by an ace? I bet my line looked pretty polar there. So nobody bet. Checked it all the way down to the river. I mean, after the first bet. So uh, that line looked pretty. Um, the line looked pretty weak, actually. And I just happened to have a queen. Maybe he would have thought I was bluffing, but because bet check bet line, you got to remember bet check bet line on that. I did take bet check bet, right? Yeah, bet check bet. He called me, so now I'm getting my hands mixed up because I'm thinking of one versus the other. The one, no, that likely was not a bet on my part. That was a mistake. I should have just checked it down. Taking the loss like a champ. But that's okay. So just analyze hands we just went through and kind of say, okay, okay, let's try and clean that up. Try and clean that line. And remember, anybody who's actually been on a stream of mine before or anything like that, hello, welcome everyone, by the way. Um, anyone who's been before, you know that I'm not a phenomenal poker player. I know a couple of things. I don't know a lot of things as well. And so I'm just, I'm happy to, work with anybody in that's watching, just to try and help you if I can help you at all. Right. Part of it is even pointing out my mistakes, figuring out what my mistakes might be and pointing them out and having, what did this guy win, by the way? 160 bucks. And as well, other players. If I see a player make a good play, then uh, acknowledge it. If I see a player make a mistake, then also acknowledge that. Say, hey, you know what? This is the mistake they made, and this is why they made that mistake. Looking at different textures, what textures are overbluffed, underbluffed, all that kind of stuff, right? The fun stuff. Also get into some theory as well. Like again, I probably have enough information to be dangerous. I don't have enough information to be one of these gurus like Phil Galfon or I mean somebody like a Pete Clark or I mean some of these guys are just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Some of them are phenomenal poker players. Some of them are phenomenal poker teachers. Some of them are both. I mean, but for me, I'm just a everyday Joe that's been kind of working through the ranks, and I do okay. I do okay. Um, I can generally hold my own at 100 NL, and I haven't been playing for most of 2025. I've got a kind of an interesting hand here. Really nice low boards. Mm, yeah, that can be good for the caller. There's a whole bunch of draws here. Um, what do we got here? What do we got? And again, I'm thinking out loud on some of these things doesn't necessarily mean that, that's if that's a sim, you sim that and it's going to be exactly what I'm saying, right? It's just, open. stream of consciousness as far as the thought process goes, right? So this is just the way that I think about a poker hand. Okay, we've got that the hijack. The hijack has got a certain range, going all the way around. Okay, if he would have called, but we'll just get into specific hand example here. I believe that, yeah, Jack eight's high enough, right? Yeah, Jack eight's definitely high enough. So, okay, I'm in the cutoff, so I'm going to have sort of a, let's call it a neutral type range. And obviously, I mean, people know this already. Some people don't as much, but then you're going to see as you start moving, everything goes clockwise, right? So you're going to have a stronger range in hijack and a stronger range in under the gun. Um, and okay, so low board, it's very low, so it could not it's not necessarily going to be better for either here. I mean, they both got eights. They both might have some, a low card. There's a lot. So interesting, interesting. So that is a card that might help the caller. So they basically polarized, right? And then they repolarized, and then they condensed, right? So now they repolarized. Looks like they repolarized. Either they repolarized to the nuts, or maybe they had just a big pair, and hence some people do get a little bit panicked sometimes because they don't want to see the next card come out. So, they've got a big pair and they just kind of rush that big pair, just like jam it all in. I just want to take whatever's there right now. Um, that's not always the best way to do it. That's more kind of a fright or fight reactionary response. Best way to do it is just be thoughtful. And let's see here. So we got blind versus blind battle. This is a big bet. So this bet's going to be um, so with that condense, when a bet like that condenses, that means usually, I mean, it's a pretty strong range that's gonna do that. Now it could be trapping, or might have. I mean, there might be ace something. Might have the ace of spades. There could be an ace. Ace deuce, ace three with the ace of spades. I mean, if there's an ace there, there's some bluffing opportunities, but there's a check. So probably no flush here. We're looking at, let's see here. This will be interesting to see. Um, yeah. So again, there's a lot of people that are going to look at this and go, well, that's obvious. That looks obvious. That looks obvious. But I mean, that's just stuff that's kind of churning through the brain, right? Um, you're always looking at position, and you're always looking at actions, the action sequence. You're looking at favorability, let's call it, maybe for lack of a better word, of the range. So okay, so I've got a fairly strong range. Obviously, that hit the bottom of their range and close to the bottom of their range. So let's see here. So this is buttons usually, out of these three, obviously, you got one, two, three, four. This is going to be a weaker range. Now, so I can do either here. Let's just do a little bet here, a small bet, see what happens, see if they condense. They could have a draw. They might call with an ace. I got an ace, obviously, so less likely. Call with a draw. Hit the bottom of the range, doesn't fit, so just take it down, right? So you're going to get more. Obviously, you're going to get more fold equity being in position. So you're generally going to get a lot more folds than you should just by purely looking at the cards, right? And that's why you see out of position player check a lot. There's sometimes there's a donk and there could be a donk range as well. Um, but at the same time, consider okay, donking. If you're only donking with the strength of your range, let's say you're doing something called a turn probe. You're turning, you're betting with the strong parts of your range. You got to mix bluffs in there as well, right? Bluffs and even check raises in there, just so you try and balance things, but you don't become predictable. That's probably the worst thing that you can do as a poker player is to be predictable. So try and maneuver your way that way as far as now there's also a limit to being unpredictable. And the limit is, I mean, if there's a good decision to be made, make the good decision, right? Um, okay, so that ends up being, oh, that is a big, okay, so check, check. I mean, that's with a call. So, I mean, there's a lot of queens in that range. Maybe not right now. Um, it could be ace king in that range, could be ace queen in that range, could be lots of broadways. Um, the check down, they might check ace king, might not necessarily put the pressure on. Um, they might have an ace 10 that they originally checked down, then they bet for maybe a little bit of denial. Um, there's a lot of reasons why people do things, right? And so 6, 7, 8, I mean, that is for the caller. That's normally probably the best flop you can get. 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, so I'd be surprised if they bet, but I mean, wow. Okay. That's a big bet. Some people actually just say, you know what, I'm the caller. This type of board, like, what are you doing? I mean, that's a really strong move, right? It's a polarizing move, semi-polarizing move because it wasn't even a pot-sized bet. But um, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing into my territory? I'm the caller. You've got all the high cards. I've got all the lower, middle type cards. I mean, but it doesn't always happen. This guy might have Queen 10 and Andrew here, and they might have a pair of sevens, right? That they got a set with, and they're just like, you know what? I'm taking that down. Though they probably would bet a set on the flop. Okay, so what have we got here? We got under the gun. I'll check it down. Now let's just see. This is a really low board. So, I mean, there's a bet. That's a pretty large. That's a polarizing bet, right? A polarizing bet, anywhere around there. So that was check, check, bet on a low board. Okay. So anytime you get check, check, bet on a low board, it's an interesting line, right? Check, check, bet on a low board with that type of sizing, depending on the board, right? So we got a low board. Check, check, bet. Let me just get back into this hand here. Yeah, low two-tone connected board. I mean, that's kind of bluffy, right? We got three people. Queen Jack. Should I let this go? Let's see. Fold, call. Call. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent here. Interesting to see here. So, I mean, I've got not the best kicker. I got an okay kicker. So if they happen to be, I mean, so here, I got to check that down. And just make the call, right? So bet, I mean, if I were to guess and they bet right here, depending on the size of the bet, uh, I'm not going to get a call here, so I'm just going to check that down. I was going to guess eights or nines. I was actually going to guess eights or nines, so it just happened to, I mean, did they think I'm going to bluff? That's usually a little bit of a scare card here when you've called and then a higher card comes up, and that you notice that that was actually scary to me, right? Looking at it and going, okay, hopefully he doesn't have a king. Um, but he checked it because he was looking at it and going, okay, my eights are kind of pooched right now. Let's see if I could just take it down to the river. And would he have called with eights? Hmm, likely not. Very, very unlikely. Um, but that's interesting. So we got that connected board. I mean, that is hugely overbluffed. So the next time I get that type of situation, or next time you get that type of situation, really pay attention to what's going on there. So two high cards. See here. We got a two-tone board. We got a little bit of connection here. So semi-polarizing boards. And let's see. Yeah, big blind checks. Andrew makes a big bet. So, I mean, yeah, I guess you could make that bet because there's gonna be a call. So all your flush draws are gonna call. Um, Against hijack, I don't know if I'd even call with an eight, but you might. There's a big overbet. Um, maybe like an ace something trying to kind of buy the pot. Queen nine, no, I don't believe so. Okay, so who's this guy? Okay, so automatically you're gonna get one of these, and oh, they're gone away. And we're just figure things out from there, right? So what do we got here? Okay, so that's a mishmash of a flop. Obviously, it's not connected, and so that means that it's a fairly polarizing. That I mean, that's a good bet for that flop. Put it that way. If you are going to bet, that's a good bet. That's the big blind. Could be calling with two overs. So, and check it down. That check either could be like even more polarizing. So a value bet here is a jack. Um, okay, sevens. Check sevens. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Yep. Take sevens to the river. What did he do first? So he uh Beamer bet and he called with sevens on that board. Yeah, of course. Okay. And then checked and then checked. So if Beamer bet called condensing, right? So that's a condensing action. That sevens makes sense. Then the queen came with the 5-3. He was like, okay, I'm one and done. Um, yeah, if he wanted to, I mean, that is it's obviously the check there. Um, So he gave the lead and then he checked again. He checked. Yeah, he just gave up. Pretty much gave up with the threes. I'm hoping. Um, Trying to see if there's a bluff there. I guess Beamer could have bluffed. High card comes. Yeah, could have been a decent bluff candidate. And a lot of things are, I mean, they're decent candidates at certain frequencies. Hello, everyone who's watching. Welcome, everyone who's watching. I do appreciate it. It is 10:47 right now, Eastern time. See, I'm 103rd. So I wonder if that's points. That's probably for the day, right? So I'm 103rd. Like I'm never gonna get, never, ever, ever, never. Well, it's a raising hand, I believe, against him, against a small blind. It's a good raising hand, and it can play. Three bet. Okay, we got three Broadways on board. That means usually going to have people be fairly like straight up, straightforward, tight to the vest. There's not going to be a ton of bluffing going on here. With this board, I mean that's a 50%. Okay, so 50% and a call. There's a lot of draws out here. That's a brick, obviously. So, I mean, that means that would retain. It's probably not a bluff. I'm thinking we're probably looking at like, was that the raise here? The raise here, that could be an ace king. Um, Ace king they would bet with. They would bet with two pair, like a king queen, um, something like that. And the bets weren't really that big either, relatively speaking. So, no. So that's a little bit telling as well. Um, you got a 50% bet. What are you betting 50% with? I think it was 50-50-50, right? So what are you betting 50% with? Maybe top pair, top kicker, maybe two pair. Um, it's not super bluffy. Didn't seem super bluffy. Just seemed like kind of like a top pair, top kicker type hand, like an ace king. Again, could be other hands as well, right? So you never want to pigeonhole yourself. You can guess, kind of like, okay, there's a rationale why it would be this hand, that hand. And like that hand, I've guessed, I said eights, I thought eights or nines. I mean, and I was right. It just seemed like that. It seemed like that was a likely plus just position, all that kind of stuff. Another jack eight. I think it's the identical hand. So sad that your hand again. So yellow automatically gets the up and coming super duper star. See that raise size right there? That's suspect. So there's two tags right there. Ace King. There's a call. I mean, now getting short on chips, right? They only really have one bet left. One, it'll be one, not even one pot size bet left, right? So, I mean, yeah, ace 10, ace 8. Need some help. You need some help. Got the help. Need another ace. Need another ace or a 10. Nope. And the beamer happened to suck out here. Hit one of his outs. So that's a hand where, I mean, yeah, you're glad to get in with. Got some equity here. I can pick that up. This is definitely going to be a bet here. Big raise, huh? With that hand, I'm still definitely going to call 23. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. No funny business. Gotta let it go. Unfortunately, big raise. Hmm. Yeah, call's the only thing I could really do. Oops. Oopsie. Oopsie. Okay. So looks like we got a couple people viewing. Again, welcome. Happy to chat, happy to talk to you, happy to just have you listen. Sit back and chill. How are we doing here so far? Just down a little bit. No big deal. Also, ace. They both have aces in their range, but be interesting because that is such a convoluted. And let's see here. Check bet. So yeah, right. Got a couple other people showing up on the screen. Welcome to everyone. My name is Dave, and playing Roblox. Not quite. Not quite. We get a lot of callers here today. We got Big Tony here. Big Tony. Big T. Big T. What are you gonna do, T? I mean, you don't have too many bullets in the chamber here, so you're probably gonna play it fairly close to the vest. What is Big T? I kind of had a sense Big T was gonna do that. What's Big T doing? You got a draw? Well, look at this guy. He calls. Wow. He bets, so that's polarizing. If he's got something, he'll call as well. Yep. Okay, Big T's all in. So we got a side pot going on here. This could get a little interesting. All right, Andy, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Andy comes out firing. Definitely a lot of draws out there. Huge amount of draws out there. Oh, makes the call. That is okay, so that's a completion card for ace 10. 10-9. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what happens. I'm really interesting to see what these guys have. Ace, queen, and king, queen, two pair wins. This guy's got a set. Wow. Hmm. Interesting. Kind of interesting how I played that here. So, and had mm, yeah, had the flush draw as well as, but was happy to see the king come in. So was behind until the river. Let's see here. Andy bet, and there was a queen top with king, queen was ahead. Oh, was ahead. What a crappy card. A king. That was one of the only cards that actually saved them, unless there was a 10. No, no, not king, because king hadn't come yet. So, yeah, wow. Hmm. Beamsy got lucky there. But hey, sometimes you hit. They checked it down, right? I mean, if you hit an implied odds hand, you got to get paid. You got to get paid. What was it? Is there a bet on the river there? No, it was a check check. Wow. I mean, you hit your implied odds hand. Okay. You might have maybe you thought you were ahead with the queen king, so but literally you were behind, right? So no flush. I mean, but you hit the king, okay? Probably a good chance you're ahead. Check that down. No, how much was left? Why didn't he unload the chamber? 153 in, and I mean, that was a half pot bet left. Beamsy should have unloaded the clip. Really, you should have unloaded the clip, V. Morella. Tony, Big T calls. Big T. Okay, so you've got, I may have to, and what you gotta, okay, so I'm going to have to, with that kind of, yeah, probably small, right? 4 or 5. Let's go 5. Yep. Okay. Good. You hit something. You got 48. We're gonna have to go bigger now. So 48, if we're gonna go 26, we're gonna go 16. And that gives them, okay, good. We're gonna go 16. Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to unload here because there's not much left, right? So Big T, come on. You called me twice. We're hoping the straight came in. Hmm. Big T calling with pocket pair, probably, right? Let's see here. So we're looking at like pocket sixes. Yeah, pocket sixes, pocket eights could be. I mean, with a call, a lot of times these people call out of position, and I mean, don't realize what my range is. So they call with these pocket pairs, and they set mine, right? So he probably had something that was higher than the board at the time. He probably had eights, nines. He called with a 10, so could have ace 10 suited or something like that. No, I doubt it. You're not going to call with ace 10 suited, something like that. Eights, nines. Took 2 bullets. I had a 10, though. Why would they call? Maybe, yeah, that gave him a draw. So maybe sixes. Just thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. All right. Okay. Bring it all the way down to Veemsy. And then just fold, fold. Fold all the way down to Beamerella. And then I raise him, take down his 3. Let's see. That's the way it was written down. Damn. Crumple it up, throw it away. Try again another day. Okay, fold. I go in. Nope. Big T, dude. You make it so easy for an in position person to play. I mean, yeah, there you go. All in, King, Jack, sevens. I mean, you gotta hit. You gotta hit T. I mean, set mining. T is set mining. Galore. All right. Are we gonna see anything from T ever again? There's gonna be bye. Okay. Big Tony, 1976, man. The year. What came out in 1976? Oh, Tony's back with 69er. Way to go, T. Okay, we just got him and him, me and him and I. We're just gonna go a little tiny bet. Beamsy. Okay. That doesn't really do much. Uh, bet check. Donk. Bet. This is worth maybe 75. So bet check bet on that board. Um, oh, let's see here. Bet check bet on that board. Uh, um, um, let's see here. I don't really think it's. Uh, I don't think a single Broadway, double Broadway. I mean, yeah. What am I doing here? Yeah. Let's just raise. What the hell? Should I raise or fold? How much time do I have left? Just raise it. What the hell? That might actually be a mistake against under the gun, but let's see what happens. Moisty. How come Big T didn't go along for the ride? Ooh. Okay, that would be. Is that going to be a check? Check call. Moisty. It's not really in the danger zone, right? Yeah, let's go. Let's apply some pressure here. We go. Sometimes you got to apply some pressure. Danger zone would be a little higher up. T just wants to play. Tell. I think T's itching to play, itching to call. He's at a 38. Wants to bring it up to 50. Okay. Again, people who are sticking around, there's some pretty good action here. Um, just again, spewing my thought process here. What's going on, and why, and who, and where, and how many. Yeah, that was probably a bet. That was probably a bet. Ace five. Take your ace five down. Nah, might not have been bad on the other side. That might not have been bad on the other side. Oh, my goodness. 11-11. Make a way. Big T's back in action. Hmm. That is not a highly bluffed spot. Unless they're really good with bluffs. Possibility. What I've seen so far, maybe, maybe not, but I don't see too many bluffs. So I don't know how many bluffs I've actually seen from them. I picked them off with B150 once or twice. So yeah, there's bluffs there. Andy, Andy, what you gonna do? Andy, Andy. Playing against Big Tony here, the set miner. Hey, let me just finish this capicola sandwich. Then I'll bet when I'm ready. I'll bet when I'm ready. Hey, Tony, hey, Big T. I'm good and ready. Come on, Big T. You know you wanna. You know you wanna. Big T put in one. You're trying to mess with us, aren't you? Oh, gotta put the pressure on. Oh, I didn't. I didn't. I was going to. Darn it. Darn it. I was going to raise that. And I was running. Hello, everyone joining me in the stream, YouTube, Twitch, wherever. I'd love to know if anybody could tell me where in the world you are. Had a guy from Latvia, another guy from UK recently. I mean, this is so cool. Just being able to connect to people from around the world over poker. It's the best. We got Big Tony eating the gabagool. Got to put his wine down. There you go. I'm gonna bet when I'm good and ready. Is that even a thing? No, that's rarely a thing in the cutoff. Ace nine, just a different color, different brand, different breed. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I think I streamed for, I don't know, this is my 4 hours today or something like that. Just not bad. Only 35 minutes right now, so um stream for 3 hours, 3 or 4, somewhere in there. Yeah, kind of liking it. This is really cool. So I do have the YouTube channel, which you might have checked out. It's got like so many shorts. I'm actually in the middle of getting a video editor. It's going to be really cool. So I'm hiring somebody, do some testing on the shorts, edit them, make them like not so much AI slop because it's kind of they're kind of cool. I mean, as they are right now, the shorts are actually kind of cool. right? People watch them. I'm getting watching some with thousands of views or thousand, 1,600, whatever, right? But they're going to be even better. They are going to be even better. Hey, Tony? Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're going to be good. And you better watch. You don't watch, we're going to come and knocking at your door. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got the messages. Oh, here we go. Right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nope. One guy's not interested in because he's probably too good. That's the thing. It's not that he's not interested. He's very interested, but he wants to charge me a lot of money. So I gotta wait until I get more traction on my channel, more viewers, more, just more everything, right? Then once I get more everything on the channel, I get more people watching and more people kind of engaging and all that kind of stuff. Then I can go, hey, I've got something here. I've got an audience. And then once I get an audience, then look out. Then I can start spending a little more money on producing some even better content. So it starts like a little pebble, like a little ice ball, and then you're just rolling it, and it becomes like a little bit of a snowball, and so on and so forth, right? That's the idea. So is it going to happen? Who the heck knows? You know what? If I even just get a few people on here that are regulars, what'd you think of that? What'd you think of that? This is what I thought of this, whatever. Dave, I think you're full of shit. Dave, I think you're this. Dave, I think you're that. Dave, I think you're great. Dave, I think you're bad. Dave, you think it. Dave, I don't even think about you at all. Dave, I just watch. Dave, I love to watch everything. Dave, your voice is annoying. Dave, your hat is annoying. Dave, your old. I got a comment. I got a comment. Old man, give it up. Um, all that good stuff, right? So I've got a few comments like that. Cool. I mean, comments. Great. Give me your opinion, whatever it happens to be. Feel free to give me your opinion. Beamsy, what are you up to? There we go. Oh, we got a raise. Gabagool. Gabagool. I'm going to call two because I'm in position. No. Now I'll probably have to fold. I'll fold the big T. I'm going to fold the big T. No way I could scare him. There's no way I could actually scare Big Tony out of it. Tony's like, hey, just give me a second here. Gotta put down my wine. Gotta put down my um, big Italian sandwich. You know, my big hero, my big sub that I got going on here. You know, with all the cold cuts and everything. A lot of mustard and pickles and onions. I love that. And it, the little, I'd like some mozzarella. Mozzarella. He's got the mozzarella on there. He's probably got mozzarella and tomato sauce all over his mouse. But Big T, I mean, he's betting into me like you wouldn't believe. Look at him. 2.5. I'm going pot size now. I'm going pot size. And scare the shit out of everyone. Now, Big T's already been stacked once. Then he comes back with a 69er. 69 big blinds. He's like, a 69. Ew. Oh my God. I'm amusing myself. What do we got here? Big D, yo. Well, let's go. Let's try four. Let's try four, Big D. What do you say? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So this is going to be a B75. B under the B 75. D. You couldn't take the heat, D. Come on. Go back to your gabagool. Oh my God. This is what happens when you sit in a room all by yourself. You're like, hey. And no disrespect, Big Tony. No disrespect whatsoever. I am sure, I am sure if I ever met you in person, I love you like a brother. I absolutely would. There's no question. Do I get to raise Vimsy? No. Such a draw heavy board, such a dynamic board. I mean, the nine comes in. That's a scare card in so many ways. I mean, so we're condensing here. If we're going to make bets, we're going to make half pot size bet. Come on now. Come on now. What's with this half pot size bet? That looks like a top pair. Top pair size bet. Just pathetic. Just pathetic. This standard size. This half pot size bet. What's going on here? Look at this guy. Look at Big T. He's like, hey, I get some kings here. Nobody'll know if I go 3.5. I'm just gonna go in one now. Just slide in under the radar with my 8 deuce. Because he likes to play. He hasn't really shown down a ton. He's shown down some. Let's see, Big D, what are you gonna do? Of course you're gonna call. That's right. I got an ace in my hand. I'm gonna call. He does have position. He does have position. Look at this guy. Look at Gabagool. Here he goes. Could have a nice. He could definitely have a. I think last time he might have had a set when he did this before then. So let's see. Does he have a set? King 10? No, he's live. He's live. He is live. What do we got? What do we got? I need three, an ace, or a club, any club. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Oh, Big Tony deciding if he wants a cash out. Decline the damn cash out. What are you talking about, Big T? And oh, the three came. Oh, too bad. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. He's like, but she slammed. I bet she's just spilled his wine. He probably it's probably just threw that fucking glass across the room. Oh, he's gonna have to change the carpet. King 10, King 10, King 10, King 10, King 10, King 10. That's a really good raising. What are you gonna do, Andy? Let's see. I gotta get my 69er dollars again. Come on, get that 69. He's like, white feet, go down to the cellar. Maria! Maria, get down to the cellar. Go get me another bottle of wine. I'm gonna put another $69. Winning it all back. That's it. I'm gonna win it all back. And then I'm gonna buy you a fur coat. Oh my God. Look, oh, 20. Put in 20 bucks. What happened to 69? T. T, what's going on? Oh my God. He's just drinking wine straight out of the bottle now. Oh, Big T. Love you like a brother. Big bet. Big bets. Is that a charge the draws bet? Charge the draws. Boy, I went to from 103rd to 87th now. I've got 399 points for the day. Can't even remember what a point gets me. No idea. Not a clue. All right, Big T's lying in wait. The five deuce. I'll play the five deuce against maybe the button. Not this guy. Too strong. Don't get the five deuce suited that often. Big T. 1976. Smokey and the Bandit came out in 76. Hey, you gonna call me with your hey Gabagool? Hey, let's go, Big T. Why don't you call him? Oh, he folded. Tony, what's going on, mate? What is going on? It's a pretty polarizing bet there. We're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna go fairly large with that one. We got a large. What are we gonna get a call with? What are we going to get a call with? I gotta start simplifying my flop play. Maybe just go B33 all the time. Brick, brickety brick, brick. So with that low, 2623. Do I put more pressure on? Put more pressure on. So at B75, he called. Why don't I be 75 again? There we go. Easily just been one and done. Check it down. Blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I can easily Easily. Just, I mean, apply some pressure sometimes. Pressure is a thing all the time. Fives most of the time. Chinkle, chinkle. Okay, I'll play for a bit more. What am I? I'm in hijack. Hijack, I just got raised by the big blind. Big blind. Yeah, I got a call with the fives. It's a decent sized raise, but I got a call with the fives. Got a call with the fives. I'm kind of no man's land. I could always. I'm just gonna go all in. There's some pressure there. Some definite pressure there. Ooh, that got the heart pumping a little bit. That was kind of fun. Sometimes you just gotta go, oh, that's it, pal. Tiny little bet like that. I mean, there's so many hands that he has other than pocket pairs that he's raising me with. It's tough. He probably intuitively goes, yeah, you know what? Probably something really shitty. Probably got nothing. Maybe a heart draw or something. I should call. I should call. I should call. Fold. And by the way, if anybody, any of you are ever watching this, I have most respect for every single one of you. Just making comments because it's fun on the stream and blah 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 blah. And Big Tony, you're just providing so much in terms of entertainment. Oh, so I thank you for that. He's only got doesn't have that much left, right? Big T's on a 69, and he called that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you caught an ace, Big T, and let's go. Let's go. You got three left. Come on. Come on. Let's hit. Let's hit. Go, 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 go. What's Beamsy gonna do? Beamsy's gonna fold. So you won. Way to go. That's way to go. Being aggressive, T. Be super aggressive. Hmm 46 minutes. All right. And I don't mean to disparage anybody, any of that kind of stuff. Nope. Not at all. Ace deuce, that looks like a kind of a fun hand, but not really. It's not really a super powerful hand. Yes, it can make wheel draws. Yes, it can make flushes. Tony was thinking about it. He was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm in. Playing bingo. Playing a little bingo here. It's time. It's almost time. Almost time. It's almost time. I can play a few more hands. Maybe we can get into a little bit of trouble here. Tony, you're up 15%, a little more than 15% on this investment, but you're down 800%, somewhere around there. Oh my God, it's getting late. Oh, look at this. Look at this. All in. No, big bet. Big bet. Let's rep the king. Hey, let's rep the king. Rep the king. Come on. Way to go. Oh, what's going on here? He might have to fold because he tried to rep the king. Hell, he did rep the king. He did have the king. Yeah, so four. Why were you not afraid of that? Four. Ah, T. T, you're doing it to yourself. Doing it. I love you, T. I think you need to go to GA. T. Oh, he's coming back. 92 now. Dug deep. Dug deep into the pockets. It's like that. That's it, you idiots. You idiots. I'm coming back. First, he's like, what did he have at first? I can't even remember what his first thing. Then he comes back with 69. So he loses whatever it was, 53. And then he comes back with 69. And then he makes a deposit of 20. And then he makes a deposit of 92. Like, what is going on? It's just like, there's just a child clicking some buttons that called himself Big Tony 1976. What is going on? So he did hit the king before. I was lying. Andrew the ace was just like, I got big T now. Big T was like, that's it. Gabagool. I'm gonna get Angela and Maria. Gonna get Angela a chain and Maria a necklace. Both the same thing. Gonna get her a watch. We're going down on Mulberry Street. Is that a thing? Is this even a thing? Jack 8? Not even a thing. I'm playing the cards that are not even a thing. Let me play. Andrew the Ace. Let's go. Let's go, Andy. Just in one of those moods. One of those fun moods. Straight call. We're going to play it by the vest here. Unless Andy decides to raise. Uh, check raise. Good check raise. Big bet. Just going to call. 789 10. We got a lot of equity here. Check or bet. Check. And you keep doing that. You keep doing that with that. Hmm, what should I do? I should actually raise here. No, we're just gonna call. I hit my implied odds hand. Shit. Yeah, 100%. I got a blocker. 7-4. I don't think so. Gabagool, I don't think so. All right. So, yeah, maybe 10 more minutes. A couple more hands. Couple more hands. Hour here, hour there. Keep it fresh. Let's go. So if you hit your implied odds hands, and I had some reverse implied odds there, which kind of sucked. It's not the greatest six to hit, right? What did I have? 6-4. Never, ever, ever. Never have I ever. I gotta get to bed. Did I just burp right into the mic? Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Anybody watching that? If you could smell on this stream, you'd be turning it off. But you can't. So, let's see, a 20 into a 40. Okay, so you made the call. Draw two pairs. Ace. All in. Wow. Hmm. Kind of a wonky. That was kind of a wonk of a. Oh, I want to play Tony. Come on. I want to play T. Let's go. Me and T. Let's do it, T. Let's do it, T. There we go, T. Oh, oh, oh. We're supposed to be playing. What are you doing? You're supposed to want to play every single hand. He's gonna buy Angela. He's gonna go throw out the neighborhood like the King of Kensington. Hey, gabagool for everyone. Big Tony, who's got a cousin Tony and another cousin Tony. He's got actually 12 cousins named Tony and six named Maria. I love my Italians, by the way. Got a bunch of Italian friends. Grew up with a bunch of Italians. They're just lovely people. We're at 55 minutes. Tree Deuce. I want to play the Tree Deuce. I want to play the Trey Deuce. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Who am I going to play the Trey Deuce against? Small blind. Let's play the Trey Deuce against anyone. Whoever goes in. Whoever goes in. Andy Trey Deuce. Let's go. Let's go. That is a nice, nice, nice. And we're going to see a check call. We're just going to check call this one. See if a nice five comes. That would be wonderful. Come on, Andy. Come on. Let's bet. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to. Let's just beat 33 this one. See what happens. A little bit of pressure. Little bit. Just a little probe that you can call. You could absolutely call. He's probably going, what is going on here? Come, boom. All right, now this is only calls for a very, very, very large bet. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm out. I'm out. All right. That was a decent finish. What the hell? All right, I'm back. Had a good day. Lots of fun. Let's see. Let's show it. What are we at right now? We are at just to show everyone 9. Started at 550 2 weeks ago. I'm at 909 right now. So not so bad. I don't know. What is that? It's not even $50 a day yet. So a day, not per hour. Day. So still got a little work to do. Anyway, um, have a good night.